so glad you're with us. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the Thomas & Mack Center just off the Vegas Strip for tonight's main event. 12 rounds in the middleweight division between these two great warriors. Alvarez making his way to the ring right now, puffing out his chest, glaring with those eyes, and taking a big stride to his destination of glory. He's on his way to the ring. Boy, he looks confident. We've seen it many times with him through the years, but tonight, he's bubbling with confidence.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Macho Alvarez. And his opponents, fighting out of the blue corner, Boom.
All right, guys, protect yourself at all times. You got that? All right, touch him up.
When you get a fight like this that everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number 1. You can sense it right away, Teddy. Looks like it's a tactical bout tonight.
Well, that's what happens when you get two counter punches. Nobody wants to lead.
Protecting his head well with his guard. A headshot blocked. Well, now, oh, and there you go. Boom, boom, stunned, and he is hurt. Alvarez is just creating a little bit of real estate for himself. And once again, he returns fire up top. He was stunned and staggered moments ago. Now he's right back in the fight looking pretty good.
Yeah, some guys take a little longer to recover. One of his strengths is he recovers real fast.
Good defensive skill. Boy, that's a big gash there on the cheek. And they're swelling around his eye. Not able to land the headshot. What happened to the get-to-know-ya? They're getting to know each other real quick here.
Unbelievable. I feel like I'm at a fancy restaurant, and we've already had 4 courses, and the chef came out and said, hey, don't be full yet. You got 8 more to go.
Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Good work with the combination, putting his punches together, and it's paying off.
Yeah, it is paying off. You know, the first couple didn't get there, but he caught him on the back end.
Alvarez's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. It's been 2 minutes of non-stop action. Now the final minute has arrived. Blocks that punch. That's a good block by Boom Boom. Really on target there with a 3-punch combination. Good work doubling up that jab by Macho. Good combination punching by Macho. Solid job, double connects by Alvarez. Targeted counter punch by Boom Boom. We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down, blue or red corner, what he did early. Because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
Very good, sir. Let's get on that floor. Get the compress on that.
Will here we are, a new round underway, and in that last round, he got tagged. He got hit pretty hard, Teddy.
Yeah, he did. He got caught. Now, the first thing is, we all know he got caught, but why did he get caught? He has to be able to decipher that in his head. He has to be able to have the answer to that so it doesn't happen again.
Alvarez's movement helped out there. He avoided that punch. Good-looking counter punch. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Alvarez. Gets rid of that body shot. Not able to land the headshot. Devastating blow by Macho. He is very much being tested here, even though he's likely up on the scorecards. He's getting a real test here.
Yeah, Joe, a test that will serve him in the future. If he goes on to win this fight, which I think he will, he's going to take what he learned here today, what he gained here today, and it's going to serve him as he moves forward in his career.
Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Good block there by Macho. Oh! He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. He has to be better defensively, Teddy. You can see the damage that his eye has taken. The swelling's getting really bad. How does he do that? How does he shore up that defense?
Well, first of all, he's got to start moving that head. He's standing too straight up. If he gets a little head movement, a lot of those punches that are landing, they'll start going over the shoulder.
Nice block by Macho.
Keep moving. Let's get on that swelling. Okay. And keep boxing. Doing great. You're making it hard for him to hit you. You need to cover up more, okay? You're leaving yourself open too much. Cover up. Jab your way, okay? Whatever you do, don't that jab.
Back to fight action as a new round is underway. Of course, in that last round, it was fairly one-sided. He was hit pretty hard, and now he has to overcome that here.
Yeah, you don't have to be Nostradamus to know that. I mean, everybody saw, he got staggered, his knees buckled, did a little dance there. But what you have to really know now is know why you got hit and correct that immediately.
He's in a tough spot. There's no way around it. The eye is swelling so badly that we could see an end to this fight.
Yes, it is, but it's not an impossible spot. It's not a spot where fighters before him have not been in and have not survived and even won it. You look at Colin Basilio when he fought the late, great Sugar Ray Robinson. His eyes were closed. He found a way to win.
Able to dismiss that body shot. So swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counter punch.
And what you're noticing here is his opponent is starting to be a little wary of letting his jab go, because every time he jabs, he gets caught.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Alvarez. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Wow, is he defensively sound. Nice block by Boom Boom. Final 10 seconds.
Gonna take this.
Here we go with the fourth round.
Side to side, move your head.
Oh, and he's got something for himself, and it's a left hand. Not able to land the headshot. Does it surprise you that he's not going to the body as much as he could be?
Well, what surprises me is that he doesn't have the intuitiveness, you know, just the instinct to understand, to recognize the situation. That's part of the ability of a good fighter, to recognize what he should be doing in a certain situation. He's not seeing that. He should be going downstairs.
He scored well after being hit himself. A nice block by Boom Boom. Good defensive skill. Lands the counter. 90 seconds to go in round number 4. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Alvarez. Alvarez has got to deal with a cut on his cheek right now. The good news is it's below the eye, but still it could get nasty as the fight progresses. Well, obviously what his opponent has done here is the reason that cut is in the shape that it's in. So if you're him, just keep doing what you're doing?
Yes and no, Joe. Of course, it's easy to say, yeah, keep doing what you're doing, but what if there's a little change? Your opponent's cut now, he's going to move his head, you figure, a little bit to survive in there. Now you shouldn't go head hunting, even though that cut's there. Now you have to adjust to what's in front of you. Go downstairs to the body a little bit, then go back up to that head. Don't let that red flag, so to speak, get you to go crazy and forget the body.
Now blood's coming from his nose right there. That's not a big concern. What's more of a concern is the blood that he may be swallowing from that damage in the nose. Good block by Macho.
Pick up the speed. Listen, I need to see more punches, okay? Whenever he misses, come. Listen, okay?
Eddie, what do you think here as we start this round? I mean, you watch what he did in that last round, and you got to think that he can get himself back into this fight.
Well, that's how he's got to be thinking it. That's kind of what he's made up of. He's not a front runner. You know, he's not a fast starter anyway. He's the kind of guy that his real strength is to be able to weigh you down. It's to have a great resolve and to be able to chip away.
Oh! Alvarez is in bad shape. I don't know what was said to him in the corner, but now he's the busier man.
And he needs to be before any more time goes by.
He just missed that shot up top. Very clever move there. A little defense turns to offense. The counter punch by Boom Boom. Teddy, is this becoming a mental thing with him? I mean, he's not firing off the big power punches. I got to wonder why.
You know, that's a good question. Sometimes a guy is making a silent agreement in his mind that maybe if I don't hit him hard, he won't hit me hard back. He's not confident enough now to throw the punches without worrying about what will come back at him.
Nice work, great technique. The combo lands. Great fight. I mean, just a great fight. Both guys giving their all back and forth.
It doesn't get much better.
What a great round. 2 minutes in, 60 seconds to go. Like a sledgehammer, that uppercut by Alvarez. Alvarez's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. What guts it takes, what commitment it takes to keep up with this kind of a pace. The action's been nonstop.
Now, the one thing I can tell you is this is where you don't worry about pace. You don't think about pace. Otherwise, you could not be doing what these guys are doing. They're just going round to round.
And we come to the end of the round, and he really got to his opponent that time, Teddy. He stunned him.
Oh, he stunned him. He's hearing a little tweeting going on, a little singing from the birds in his head.
When he throws a jab, don't worry about it. The swelling is nothing. Just focus on the fight.
Here we are at the start of another round. A round that could simply add on to a new direction and a new course that this fight has taken. I really liked what he was able to do in that last round. Now, he's behind on the scorecards, but you get the sense that the momentum is starting to roll his way.
Well, you get the sense that it's starting to become his kind of fight now.
Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort. The tactical game paying off. You can see the counter punch.
Yeah, you see the counter punch, but you know what I see? I see a little tentativeness now in him because he's afraid to let anything go, because when he misses, bang, he gets caught.
Dismisses his opponent's headshot. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Alvarez. Protecting his head well with his guard.
In and out, in and out, in and out.
Halfway through. Wow! Alvarez is in. Oh, an explosive headshot there. He is down. Gets up after that punch put him down on the canvas.
Now he needs to get on that bicycle and stay away from this guy.
Boom, boom. Oh, Teddy, this has got to drive his trainer crazy because he's leaving himself wide open with these sweeping shots.
Well, you talk about that old saying, leaving the barn door open, and the horses are going to go out. Well, guess what? The punches, sooner or later, they're going to come in.
Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well. Good block. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Round comes to an end. Knockdown was scored in that round. So, Teddy, you're working the corner, the guy who was just on the floor. What are you telling him?
You're telling him that if he's been down before, you want to actually use that for a positive. I know that sounds crazy, but you say, hey, you've been here before, you've overcome it. You want to remind him that he can get back. And then the most important thing, Joe, is you tell him why he got dropped. So when he goes out there, he's not just scared going into a dark place saying, gee, it's going to happen again. He knows he has control.
That's what you away. You just focus on the fight. We'll take care of this brother.
Well, the ability to adapt, so important. Who can make the changes now as we're halfway through this scheduled 12-rounder? Alvarez's cheek is cut, and you can see it's opening up now. Boy, that could be a factor later on. Back to the head he goes. Oh, and look at this, Teddy, wasting no time getting to know each other.
No, they came right to the center ring, said hello.
Blocks that punch. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Alvarez is flat out afraid to engage in this fight now after being knocked down earlier.
Well, you know, there's a tendency of that happening, of being tentative. being a little bit worried about throwing your punches when you've thrown and you've been bit. Well, he's thrown and he's been bit, and he's got to get over it.
Able to show you his blocking ability. Very clever move there. Little defense turns to offense. The counter punch by Macho. "60 seconds to go in what has been a toe-to-toe war." Oh, what a great round. This is great stuff. I mean, great stuff. Bringing it every which way they are.
Joe, you remember the time you were on a vacation, you saw that perfect sunset?
Oh, yeah.
It was just beautiful. This is beautiful.
Throws a counter punch there. That's a good block by Macho. As we come to the end of the round, Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, that's one of those rounds where I wonder what were the judges looking for, because it's tough to kind of draw a line between those two fighters.
Yeah, very close, but one of those rounds where you could steal it. You did a little bit more in those last 30, 20 seconds. Maybe that's the impression the judges are left with.
Body in here, body in here. Double with your body punch. Dead hand. Keep boxing. You're making it hard for him to hit you.
Back to action here at the start of this round. That last round was very interesting because it was the kind of round that can turn a fight in a completely new direction. He did well.
Yeah, you know, the old time saying was bad start, good finish. Well, that's what he's hoping for, good finish.
Alvarez has got a way of just getting away from that punch. Nice block by Boom Boom. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Alvarez is now in a spot that many fighters have faced numerous times, and that is, how do you deal with seeing your own blood and knowing that you have incurred some serious damage? Look at that cut around the eye.
No, for a fighter to be able to move to the top, he's got to be tested in a lot of areas. Sometimes the test comes when he's hurt. He's hit on the chin. He's dropped for the first time. Sometimes the test comes when you drop the other guy and he gets up and he comes at you. And sometimes the test comes in the form of a cut. When you see your first blood, when you see it, that it's your blood, how do you behave? We're going to find out right now.
Neither man slowing down as we have 60 seconds to go in this round. Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. Good defensive skill. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. Able to defend and then go on the offensive. What a good war this has been. What a good, solid fight it's been. The kind of fight that tells me somebody wants to get rid of the other guy.
It almost looks like they made a deal where neither one could win by decision, where if they didn't win by knockout, it doesn't count.
Listen, you need to move your head from side to side, okay? I want to see that head move more. You gotta give it a double jab. You're not giving it a double jab.
The action starts up again, but it's only favored one man. Hard to see this fight going the distance based on what we've witnessed so far. Fine fundamentals, good counterpunch. Listen, he's still being highly competitive, even though you would have to think, if you're judging this fight at all, that he's way behind. Does that give him hope that still there's a chance that he could score the knockout and get this win?
Yeah, because his attitude is still there. He hasn't given up on himself. And as long as you haven't given up on yourself, you always have a chance where one punch can separate that guy from his consciousness.
Halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you love roller coasters, you go to an amusement park. If you want to see left hooks, right hands, every direction, great chins, great endurance, great heart, you come to this fight. You stay right here.
To go in a round that feels like an all-time classic. Punch for punch, you knew the swelling was bad. Now you see the result. The ref stepping in, stopping this fight. That's a TKO.
By way of TKO, your winner, Boom Boom.
Boom Boom's your winner by TKO.
You know, Joe, I like a night where you see a guy test it a little bit. We saw him test it, and he passed that test with flying colors.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore.